What is up, fellas and fillettes? My name is Lee. Welcome to Indie Minute, the show where I get to indulge in my strange obsession with indie games. If you don't know, I have a Discord indie obsession where we just talk about what we're playing, what we're looking forward to, and we've got a couple of devs in there showing off what they've been working on. It's a lot of fun. Join if you're interested. If not, whatever. If you're in the know, Nintendo just released the highlights of their 2019 indie lineup, or at least what they're revealing right now. So I was kind of hyped. I watched the video and I thought I'll talk about my notes on each of the titles they talked about. There were 9 games that they highlighted, and I just wrote down a couple of notes and thoughts, my initial thoughts for each. If you have different thoughts than me, leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear it. Unless it's very negative, and then I'm literally dying to know what you have to say about it. That video is on Nintendo of UK's channel. Also, the trailers for each of the games they talked about is on at least Nintendo of the US. I assume others as well. But if you want to go check those out, do so. The overall highlight has a few notes that the trailers alone don't have. I'll link to that in the description as well. Now, the first one that really caught my eye was Wargroove, which looks really interesting. I noticed it was made by Chucklefish, which is a company that I've liked for a long time. They made a game called Starbound that I used to play quite a lot. Good game. There's another game on this list that they made as well. Can't remember which one, but I'm sure they're both going to be amazing. Wargroove looks really good. The art style is beautiful. It does remind me a little bit of Starbound, which is a good thing in my book, but it's not too similar. Now, I wish that they would have shown a little bit of gameplay. I don't think that the original trailer had any gameplay, but I think that they talked about it afterwards and they showed a little bit. Yeah, because they showed off the ability to make maps, which I think is pretty cool. I like that idea of, I've always liked kind of level building and sharing, and so I'm excited for that one, although I would like to understand kind of how it plays more. I assume there'll be another trailer. If not, I'm sure there'll be some reviews. You're going to notice as I go through these that pretty much all of them I'm interested in and they have potential, but I'm probably not going to get any of them before I have a little bit more information. SteamWorld Quest was another game that they showed off. The art style looks very nice, very clean. It's probably not a title that I'll purchase myself. It's just not the type of game that I typically go for, but it does look like a quality game, and if you're into that sort of gameplay type, go for it. I don't know, who knows? Maybe I'll read a bunch of reviews, get surprised, and buy it anyways. That's what I thought with Celeste. I was like, pfft. And then I was like, oh, and then I bought it, and then it's freaking hard, dude. That's a fun game. Inmost really got my attention with being kind of dark, but pixelated and cutesy at the same time, and I really liked the way that one looked. It appealed to my inner emo. That's the other one that's by Chucklefish, which is cool. I like that. Different style, though. Definitely a different style. May or may not get this one. I'll, again, need to see a little bit more, but it has a lot of potential. It's not an immediate no or an immediate probably not. It's like, well, I don't know. We'll see. I just might get it. I like there being the 3 characters. It almost seemed like there were 3 characters' stories, but I think it's just 3 different characters. Sort of unclear on the gameplay. Some of it seemed like it was really slow. It seemed like if that was all it was, it would get really boring. They didn't really show much action. The action scenes still seemed kind of, I don't know. It seems like it might be a little bit slow-paced for me. I don't know. We'll see. Forager, though. That one's probably the one that I'm most likely to get. Moonlighter is another game that I have on PC, but it's on the Switch, where you go between a shop simulator and a top-down dungeon crawler style game, and they kind of go back and forth and fuel each other, and I love that game. This one seems similar in that, from what I gather, it is a sort of farm simulator followed by a more action style game, which I find very intriguing. Of course, art style is beautiful, very cutesy and colorful. I like that. This one, yeah, this has got probably the most chance of me buying. Unruly Heroes had a really awesome trailer. Of course, art style was great. I love the aesthetic. It just looks fantastic, really nice. The animation was beautiful, but I don't know if it's another one of those that I'm not sure if it's just quite up my alley. It looks really well put together, and the combat seems interesting, but it's just something about it that makes me unsure. But again, I'm not going to make any final judgments until I see a little bit more details. Although what looks like to be multiplayer fights and then multiplayer co-op is really cool to me. I like that as well. Double Kick Heroes is one of the weirder ones where it appears that it's a rhythm game where you fight zombies, which is interesting. I like the attempt to resurrect a rhythm gaming. It's a genre that I've wanted to return but not wanted to play. I feel like that gameplay may get a little old, but I suppose that's how most rhythm games are. It's more about the music than the actual kind of rest of the game, and you know, it said it has a bunch of original tracks, which I think is pretty cool if they're good songs, which I can only assume that they are. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. May or may not get No, we'll see. Rhythm has not always been my thing. But I can always be wrong. Crosscode looks awesome. It looks chaotic, but like fun chaotic. It's hard to really tell what's happening in the trailer a lot, but from what I can see, it looks really interesting, really energetic. Pretty good chance of me getting this one. It looks very interesting. There's just some weird stuff that goes on, and I dig it. I dig it. When ski lifts go wrong. This one reminds me of early 2000s me playing Flash games and like bridge builders and like, what is that game? Line Rider. Bro, bring Line Rider to the Switch. No, but it seems really fun and really just goofy. This is one that I'm probably more likely to get just because it just looks fun. It just looks like a goofy time. You know what I'm saying? Just a goofy time. Gosh darn, I love a goofy time. That is the impression of my second cousin. My second cousin? Mom's cousin? Oh yeah, and then there's Goat Simulator. Overall, I'm pretty psyched about the lineup for 2019. I think there will be more games other than these, obviously, but these are some good ones to kick off the year with. I'm excited. Let me know which ones are the ones you are most excited about, or if you disagree with me on something, let me know, especially if you're going to be really, really toxic. I love having my feelings hurt. Again, check out the Discord if you're interested. Whatever. If you're not, leave. If you like this video, hit the like. If you loved it, subscribe. If you love me, hit the bell. And if you love what we're doing here, share this video with somebody. It means a lot. If not, no worries. Just keep being the way you are. Unless you suck.